Happening today, coronavirus vaccine eligibility expands in Washington state.
This means about 2 million more Washingtonians are now eligible to get the vaccine. Joining us live to talk about the next round of eligibility is Washington State Secretary of Health, Dr. Umair Shah. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Now, before we get to these next groups of eligibility, I do want to ask you about those breakthrough cases we just talked about. Is that an indicator that we are seeing mutations of this virus that these vaccines may not be as effective against?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to just remember that the vaccines are not 100% effective. They're pretty good, right? 95, 94% effective, but they're not 100%. So it's not surprising that as we have more experience across the country, across the state of Washington and Oregon, et cetera, that you're going to start to have with large numbers of people getting vaccinated, there are going to be some folks that they're going to be identified who the vaccine has not been effective in. And fortunately, as we've shown, that it is a very small percentage. So that means no one should avoid getting the vaccine because they're worried that, oh, it's not going to work. These are very effective, very safe vaccines.
Okay, well, and it sounds like a lot of people are now eligible in Washington state. So who's included in this latest group?
Well, this is great news, right? So we've all been waiting to open up to more people. And the state of Washington, just so you know, what we've done throughout is said, look, we want to remain focused on those individuals who are at the highest risk, right? Seniors and others who are, because of occupation, are going to be at risk of something bad happening if they got COVID-19. And so we know that we want to open up to all Washingtonians 16 and above. But really, today it's going to be those who are above the age of 16 with 2 or more underlying health conditions, those above the age of 60 to 64, before it was 65 and above, and then those working in certain congregate settings like prisons and group homes, and then in certain occupations like food service workers, restaurants, construction, manufacturing. So we think this is great news for Washington, and we're certainly excited about the fact that we can now open up to other individuals.
When we look at distributing these vaccines to all of these now eligible people, there's different places where you could have a bottleneck, right? We're trying to get enough supply, but then you have to get those vaccines out to people. Are vaccination sites ramping up to handle this increase? Are there enough vaccinators for the people who now want shots?
So right now, yes, right, because we don't have enough vaccine supply. But I do want to emphasize, you said it just really nicely, that it's a three-legged stool. It's vaccine supply, it's vaccine logistics, the administration part of it, and it's vaccine demand. And right now, the vaccine supply has been the limiting leg of that stool. And now as that starts to increase, right, the Biden administration has assured us in the next several weeks we're going to get a lot more vaccine, then we start to really look at what is happening within the administration side. But I will tell you, a lot of the excitement is the fact that we're now able to open up to more people, but we also recognize there's capacity within the system in Washington to deliver vaccines. And now we want to make sure people are not hesitating to get it.
Okay, and there are so many websites, at least in Oregon, as far as signing up for an appointment or trying to get one. What is the easiest way to schedule an appointment in Washington?
Yeah, the best way in Washington is go to the Department of Health website, and you can just Google, Washington Department of Health. And we've got some incredible tools we've put in place with Microsoft and all sorts of private sector companies coming together. And it's really about your vaccine locator. What it does is it shows you where the vaccine appointments are, and you can in real time know where you can get those vaccines if you're eligible. And again, soon it's going to be the entire population above the age of 16. But right now, it's those groups that have been opened up in addition to who've been eligible previously. So we're excited about it. It's great news. It's a great day. And we're making a lot of progress on vaccines. So we got to keep it up.
Yeah, Dr. Shah, real quickly, because we're almost out of time here, but we've had some real dire warnings from federal health officials over the last few days about a fourth wave. When we look at Portland and Southwest Washington amid spring break and the Easter holiday, are you concerned about a new surge in the area?
Oh, absolutely. Look, I am concerned. I think all in public health are concerned. We are not out of this pandemic until we're out of this pandemic. And so we can't just, go to spring break and say, okay, no masks and we're ready to just roll with things. We are still in the midst of the pandemic. And so we've got to keep doing all the things we've got to do. Get vaccinated when it's your turn. And by the way, remember that it's important to get tested if you've got symptoms or you've been exposed. But avoid those large gatherings, avoid those trips where they're unnecessary, or you've got a situation where you're going to be around people that are not doing the right thing. So yeah, we are worried, and it's going to be up to all of us whether this continues to flatten or if it comes back up and we have a fourth surge. Let's hope we don't.
Yeah, okay. Washington State Secretary of Health, Dr. Shah, thanks so much for joining us on AM Extra this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, and we have all the information on vaccine eligibility in Washington as well as Oregon on KOIN.com.